What's happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So what a game, what a result, and that's definitely what I was expecting. My young gunner there, obviously expressing how he feels. He sat down and he watched the game with me. But what an absolute fantastic result for us. Absolutely buzzing, extremely happy with the result. It's one of the best derbies I've witnessed in recent years, really, I should say, in the last couple of seasons or so. In the first half it seemed absolutely terrible, but of course we ended up getting back into the game, winning 4-2, and what a result. The whole team turned up, in my opinion, but of course it wasn't easy in the first half at all, but eventually we got into a stride and we ended up getting the 4 goals that we needed to win the game. So of course, let's just talk about the starting 11 on the day. In goal with Lerno, Mustafi was one of the centre backs, Socrates holding. We had Bellerin at right back, or right wing back if you want to call it that. We had Kolasinac at left wing back. Torreira, Xhaka, we had Mkhitaryan starting, Iwobi, as well as Aubameyang up top. So of course we took the lead in the first half. We went 1-0 up, and in the first 20 minutes we were absolutely dominant. Really, we should have had 3 goals in the first 20 minutes or so, but of course we ended up getting a penalty courtesy of Vertonghen. He obviously handled the ball in the box, and Aubameyang coolly tucked that away. So of course went 1-0 up, and we sort of did have the game in control, but 2 occasions that obviously pegged the game back for Tottenham. And the first occasion really was the dive from Son, and that was on the left hand side of the pitch, or near left really. I believe that wasn't a foul. The ball was swung in, and I believe Lerner should have done slightly a little bit better. He sort of went to sort of volleyball the ball, and it ended up just swinging into the back of the net. It was the slightest of touches from Dier, and they found themselves level at that particular point. So they've then gone ahead and got awarded a penalty by Mike Dean. So Mike Dean again outdid himself, outperformed himself in actually giving that penalty away. It wasn't a penalty. If you look at the footage yet again, Son sort of kicks the ground, and none of our defenders really touch him. Of course, as this is happening in real time, the ref really can't see what's taking place, but I believe that wasn't a penalty whatsoever. Of course, the penalty has been given. Harry Kane steps up and he obviously scores the penalty. Up until then, even throughout the whole game really, Harry Kane was not existent, in my opinion. Didn't exist. It wasn't getting any joy up top. Even their key players, the one really who was getting a little bit of joy, but he was being nullified and being tackled and being taken out of the game, was Dele Alli, and the players were on him. In particular, Xhaka and Torreira were all over him. Kolasinac was absolutely all over him. So of course their attacking threat was really nullified. So of course we've got a poor record this season in the league in terms of going into a half winning the game, and yet again we went into the second half losing the game, but we came out very strongly, and we obviously started off the same way we started the first half, and we found ourselves level yet again through Aubameyang. And of course the first half, really just revisiting the first half, that first half performance, the first 20 minutes was the best first 20 minutes or half hour we've seen from the team so far. Typically, we're slow to get out of the blocks. The team is a bit sluggish to begin with, but of course the players must have known the magnitude of this game, and they obviously started off absolutely well, and the theme continued into the second half. As mentioned, Aubameyang got the second goal, and what a goal. Unai Emery made 2 key changes as well during the half-time period, and he brought on Aaron Ramsey and he brought on Lacazette, and obviously Aaron Ramsey provided that assist for Aubameyang to score the second goal. Even though the assist came through from Ramsey, that finish was absolutely magnificent. What a brilliant finish. What a striker that we have. So he's the first player in the league this season to reach double figures, and I believe he's going to get the golden boot. A lot of people, including myself last season, were saying, based on the amount of goals he scored within January alone, his scoring ratio is going to be absolutely amazing this season, and he's proving that this season. First Premier League player to hit double figures, Finish is absolutely magnificent. Of course, at that point, Emirates erupted. Everyone's jumping for joy. The game is at 2-2. Of course, Lacazette came on, wasn't really effective, but he gave us something different in comparison to what Mkhitaryan was giving us in the first half on that right-hand side. Mkhitaryan had the first good 20 minutes or so, but it fizzled out towards the end of the first half, wasn't being effective, was floating left and right, and not being really effective at all. But Lacazette came on, gave us something a little bit extra, and he's ended up actually getting himself on the score sheet. And of course, again, what a finish, surrounded by 2 to 3 defenders, and he just managed to beat Lloris on his far post. The ball went in off the post. Brilliant finish, and what a stroke of genius from Unai Emery to bring Lacazette on in the second half. Of course, he wasn't fully fit as well, so you can imagine if he was fully fit, he would have started the game, and I do believe we would have actually scored a couple of more goals if Lacazette was on the pitch. But yet again, fantastic finish from Lacazette. So we thought, right, 3-2, we're in charge of the game, and then guess who pops up? The man of the season so far, and that's in the form of Lucas Torreira. Got his first goal for the Arsenal, and what a game to get his first goal. He'd been magnificent throughout the whole game. To me, my man of the match was Lucas Torreira. Of course, Aubameyang got 2 goals, but Lucas Torreira popped up with a goal. He had been threatening the goal really as well within the first and the second half. Had a couple of good chances. One of them he should have really buried, but popped up in acres of space. He could have passed the ball to Aubameyang for Aubameyang to get his head trick, but no, he ended up going for goal, and he scored his first goal for the Arsenal, and you could see what it meant to him. He knew the magnitude of the game, and he's obviously run off, took his shirt off, obviously got a yellow card for that. Doesn't matter, he scored in the North London derby. So let's talk about a couple of other incidences as well that took place. When Eric Dier scored, a couple of the players didn't like the celebrations, in particular Stefan Steiner as well as Aaron Ramsey. They ended up having a little tussle with those Tottenham players that were celebrating in that corner. Everyone got involved. It got a little bit messy, but it never really got out of control really overall. The ref didn't have to book anyone really as such for that particular incident. It was diffused quite quickly, but of course, what an amazing result. So that result puts us back into the top 4 and puts us ahead of Tottenham as well. Of course, on goal difference, we've managed to peg them back, as I wanted to actually happen in the match preview that we did put out before the game. But absolutely buzzing, fantastic results. We go again on Wednesday, and this will be against Man United in the Premier League. But of course, Unai Emery got everything absolutely spot on in this game, and I'm sure the players got an absolute rollicking at half time, and of course the message got through, it worked. Absolutely buzzing. But as usual, guys, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.